Jjwan, very handsome guy. Thank you.
JIN BTS, who has the real name Kim Seokjin, is a member of BTS who has many nicknames. As the older members, who has a cute face in the group, JIN is nicknamed the Fig Magnet, that means that youngest brother. Because of his good looks, he also has the nickname Worldwide Handsome. Not only good looks, JIN BTS's extraordinary abilities and hard work are also interesting to discuss. Starting as a student majoring in acting, he accepted an offer from Big Hit Entertainment to undergo training, which eventually brought JIN to debut with 6 other members of BTS. Not only talented in the arts, JIN BTS is also brilliant in the academic field. He had participated in foreign exchange students in the middle school, successfully graduated from college, and even went on to earn master's degree in art. JIN BTS in school period. JIN BTS come from a rich family. He often accompanies his father on official trips to various countries such as Japan, Australia, and several European countries. Not only abroad with his father, it turns out that JIN also took part in a student exchange to Australia when he was in junior high school. During middle school and high school, JIN attended an all-boys school. When he was 15 years old, JIN received an offer from SM Entertainment, but he didn't accept the offer because he thought it was a scam. Talking about his goals in high school, JIN actually wanted to be a reporter. However, those inspirations changed since he watched Kim Nam-gil's action in the drama Queen Son Dog. Finally, he pursued the field of acting to achieve the desire. He attended Konkuk University and graduated in 2017 with degrees in arts and acting. Even though now JIN is not living life as an actor, his abilities to other arts as a singer and dance cannot be underestimated. As if he was tired of school, now he is pursuing master's degree at Hanyang University. Even at first, he auditioned for actors at Big Hit Entertainment before he was finally convinced to debut as a K-pop idol. JIN in BTS trend period. Since the emergence of BTS, maybe all of you will agree that JIN is an idol who has qualified vocal and dance skills. This is also reflected in every stage action with BTS. But actually, JIN BTS did not have a background as a singer or dancer at the beginning of the training period with Big Hit Entertainment. Once, when he wanted to go to campus, JIN BTS was intercepted by someone who was the manager of Big Hit. After careful thought, he finally auditioned and then passed to become a trainee. At this time, JIN BTS passed the Big Hit audition and was trained as an actor because this man with the username Kim initially aspired to be an actor. J-Hope once said that the member who is the best at acting in their music video is Seokjin. Seokjin's acting is judged like a professional. During this period, Bang PD planned to form an idol group with a hip-hop concept. After selecting extraordinary members, JIN BTS was finally put into the debut lineup after he auditioned again. Then at that time, JIN BTS performed the 2EM song. This song officially joined as the 4th member of BTS. JIN BTS journey still has to be trained for 2 years before debuting with BTS. When over to audition, JIN BTS is a student majoring in acting, so it's no wonder he auditioned as an actor. However, the agency assured JIN that he would be able to train to become an idol. JIN accepted this and went through a training period with recruit more eager than the other members before him already had the natural talent to become a K-pop idol. I'm lacking in many areas. I try work harder so I don't become a burden of the other members, said Jin. Therefore, Jin, who has difficulty with choreography, will arrive an hour earlier and leave later to keep up with the progress of the other members. That's just a matter of choreography, not to mention matters of focus that make him also need to practice harder. In fact, Jin considers himself not to have mastered in the field. Until one day, Jin realized that his job was to bring joy to ARMY. This awareness also played a big role in his development. His experience performing on stage has made him more positive about his artistic talent. While we were on tour, I started to see the audience like what I did. We shared the same emotion that was doing resonate with them even more. Unlike most idols who have practiced since they were young, Jin was able to balance himself with the other members. His voice, dance move, and Jin's charms on stage can actually make ARMY fall in love. It's just that he hasn't decided to stay in the dorm because the practice site is quite close to his house. Because before that, he was still new and had many shortcomings in the world of music. That's why he practiced continuously every day. At least he practiced for 8 hours a day, both vocal and dance practice. Jin BTS at that time also had no basic in the fields of dance. Not wanting to be left behind, he asked J-Hope for help every day after practicing together. Jin BTS must increase his own portion of practice to catch up compared to the other members. One day, Jin BTS rehearsed until dawn because he still couldn't master the choreography. He wasn't ashamed to apologize to J-Hope. J-Hope is known for being a very vigor in teaching BTS members to the point that Yoongi says every night Sojin is delirious as if he's practicing. He kept apologizing for making mistakes, so Yoongi didn't get tired of cheering Jin on. However, the result of Seokjin's persistence is more obvious. Currently, he has many achievements. In fact, Seokjin is the only member who has managed to get standing ovation from fans every time he sings a solo song. To the surprise of fans during BTS' last concert before carrying out military service at Gyeonggi in Busan, Seokjin was very all out and shining. However, everyone was surprised when they found out that he was sick, and 1 hour before the concert started, he received a special treatment so that he would not fail the performance due to his illness. When at the end of concert, he has honestly said that he had a problem with his throat, but miraculously, before the concert, he became healthy. Even the members really cared for Seokjin. They looked worried about Seokjin's condition, who was sick but looked normal. Recently, before leaving for military service, he released a solo album with one song called The Astronaut. He successfully worked on with his idol, Coldplay. Almost the whole world knows about this song, even being the only member who won the M Countdown with only one solo song. Extraordinary. After announcing the song The Astronaut, Seokjin was invited by Coldplay to sing the song The Astronaut for the first time in front of fans at the Coldplay concert in Argentina, which took 36 hours to travel. Wow. Currently, ARMY is also looking forward to Seokjin's comeback in 2024. So ARMY is excited waiting for Jin to come home, right?
구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정.
Yeah, so fun. Okay, bye bye.